The Moonlock Podcast is where we discover more about a person's creative journey. If you like the podcast and want to support it, give us a follow on Spotify and tag us on Instagram at The Moonlock Podcast and at Ramona Bisit. Welcome everybody, Ramon here from the Moonlock Podcast, and I am back with another classic and exciting guest. So he is a proud Christian and social media content creator. He recently made it to the top 20 content creators among hundreds of 100 plus applicants in Hatchery PH. He loves art and traveling. In 2020, he started establishing ICan Studios and writing a story for a film company in the country. He is also an aspiring filmmaker. Welcome to the podcast, Donjo.
Hi, hello everyone. And thank
Hello.
you so much, Ramon, for this opportunity.
And
Salamat na marami.
yes, and thank you also for joining us on the show. How are you?
Naman.
Thank you. How are you? And for the people who might need a little bit more of an introduction, can you tell us more about yourself? Yung mga hindi natin nasama dito sa intro.
Okay, well actually sa intro, parang ano siya, yun na yung concise description about me.
Mhm.
And ano lang, reiterate ko na lang siguro yun. As aspiring filmmaker ako and dream ko talaga makapag-produce ng movie someday.
Mhm.
And ayun, kami ni Ramon, we used to work together and ano yan, sobrang okay katrabaho niyan si Ramon.
So thank you, Donjo, for those kind words. Later on, we'll be able to talk about a little bit about Kidzania.
Yes.
But I'm just curious, how are you with this writing of your story for this film company? Pwede mo na ba siyang sabihin or hindi pa dahil it's still on the works?
Sige, bigyan ko kayo ng kasi alam mo, ayaw kasing ma-jinx. Naniniwala ka ba doon?
Yeah,
Sa mga jinx?
oo.
Yun. Pero sige, since naman, love ko ang mga listeners mo.
May exclusive tayo. Wow. Okay.
Oo.
Okay, sorry,
First
go.
time ko siya i-discuss ngayon. First time. And alam mo, to give you a trivia, not all of my close friends, hindi nila alam to.
It's an
Very
honor.
few lang yung nakakaalam.
Kasi
So,
kahit short lang para hindi magselo sa ibang friends. Sige.
Well, sige. Last year kasi may nakita akong post ng isang film company. So, hopefully, pag na-publish, or pag na-release, pag na-produce yun, sa kanya na malalaman ko ano yung film company. But, may nakita ako, kasi last year nga, di ba, nagkaroon ng pandemic and na-lay off. Isa ako sa 11,000 employees ng ABS na nawala ng work. So, kailangan ko talagang humanap ng bagong source of income. So, I tried. May nakita akong promo nila or promotional post na naghahanap sila ng stories. So I tried. It was my very first time, as in para limot ko na kung paano gumawa ng script. Kasi the last time na nagsulat ako, college pa. So sa mga project, sa production class, ganun. And then, it was a very long journey. Imagine, 2020 pa siya. 2021 na ngayon. And that was around March, parang March 2020. Tapos, may friend tayo, si Laika. Nung nakita ko yung post na yon, ang deadline, same day, 5 p.m. And nung nakita ko yung post, mga 4:30 p.m. Grabe, 4:30. So imagine 30 minutes na lang. So ako naman, may mga stories naman na ako naisip kasi before naman, nagko-conceptualize na ako. Hindi ko lang siya naiisulat. To the point na iba nakalimutan ko na.
Yeah.
So this time, sige, pumili na lang. Sige, ito yung isusulat ko. But before ko i-close yung Facebook tab sa browser ko, may nakita akong post ni Laika na shinare niya yung post. Parang sabi niya, pag nakaka-reach ng 1 million comments yung post niya, magjojowa na siya. So yun yung naging inspiration. And then after that, ang daming for sure marami nag-submit doon kasi nakita ko yung yung tag sa comment sobrang dami.
Mm.
'Di ba? Yung pag for example, may friend ka itatag mo doon sa comment box. So
Yeah.
yun ang daming likes. Sabi ko, for sure marami nag-submit dito pero subukan natin, try natin. Laban lang, 'di ba?
Yes.
At saka you'll never know naman, 'di ba? Unless itatry mo. So yun, nag-try ako and then natawagan ako after a month, sabi na shortlist yung yung concept. And then for pitching na siya. And then doon nag-pitch ako. And meron dong, actually na-move yung pitching kasi may na-receive akong email, sabi, hindi daw available yung director. Kilala ko yung director na yun. And to be honest, yung niya, yung persona niya sa screen, strict, ganyan, nakakatakot. So kinabahan talaga ako. Sabi ko, shucks, magpe-present ako sa harap ni ng director na yun. So kinabahan talaga ako. And then yun na, nandun na. Tapos surprisingly, very warm si Derek. As in, sobrang warm niya talaga pagpasok ko dun sa Zoom meeting. Siya yung nag-introduce sa akin. Ito, si ganito, si Miss ganito, si Derek, isa pang another director, ganyan. And then, nung verdict na, sabi niya, akala ko, syempre kinakabahan ako. Sabi, kasi siya, straight face siya. Tapos sabi niya, you know what, Donjo? Tapos nag-pause siya. Tapos syempre kinakabahan ako. At saka, hindi rin ako nag-expect kasi yung story ko was very plain. And sinadya ko yun. And explain ko rin na sinadya ko talaga na hindi siya gawing complicated and very plain talaga. Like, gusto ko kasi siyang gawing relatable sa audience. So nung parang hindi ako nag-expect kasi normally, di ba, ang gusto ng mga audience yung may alam mo yun, may mga
Hugot ba? Hugot?
Mga nagkapalit-palit na babies sa sa ospital. Diba, sinabi ko rin yun. Sabi ko, direct sinadya. Ayoko na po kasi ng ganun. Ayoko na po nung mga
generic plot.
Oo, or kaya minsan, di ba, palagi may third party, or minsan pag-action, yung palaging late dumadating yung mga police. So parang yun na landscape ng hindi ko nilalahat ha. But most films, diba, ganun na yung takbo. And even up to now, ganun pa rin yung mga plot niya. And then, surprisingly, nagkasundo kami doon ni Direk. Kasi ayaw na rin pala niya ng ganun. Ayaw niya na niya ng ganun. So sabi niya,
fresh.
You know what, Donjo? Sabi, I love it. Sabi niya, I love it. It's talaga parang, shucks, parang nagustuhan niya yung gawa. So sobrang laking niya sa akin. And after noon, ang dami naging journey nitong story ko and yung concept. So hopefully, ayun, sana tulungan niyo ako mag-pray na ma-produce siya. Ayun, may mga developments naman na. And sa production kasi, ang hirap kasi minsan kahit nag-taping na yung mga artista, may chance na hindi pa rin siya ipapalabas, 'di ba? May mga ganung siya shelve yung project. Kaya ayokong maging 100%, alam mo 'yon, na parang super complacent na parang ayoko na sabihin sa mga, uy, ere na yung So gusto ko talaga yung pag may promotional banner na panoorin na ganun. So ayun, fingers crossed. Lord.
So, hindi siya talaga for a film pwedeng gawin siyang series?
Oh, okay. Good question. Ano pala yun? Nung pinitch ko siya, kasi dun sa promo nung film company, pwede ka mag-submit ng online series or film. So, or full-length script for e-film. Tapos, nag-submit ako for online series. Tapos, nung pinitch ko na siya, sabi ni Direk, sabi niya, gawin na natin full length to kasi sayang naman daw yung...
Sorry, full length film.
Oo, gawin na natin full length. Huwag natin gawing series, parang sayang daw kasi yung laman nung concept. So yun, natuwa naman ako. Sige po, gawin natin Tapos yun, nag-revise ako. Tapos sinan ko ulit kay Direk, nagbigay siya ng mga feedback, ganyan, medyo sabi niya, Donjo, parang medyo kailangan mong dagdagan and kailangan mo mag-stick pa rin doon sa element. And natutuwa ako kasi talagang gusto ko yung gano'n. Mahilig akong tumanggap ng mga constructive criticisms. Especially pag alam kong genuine and alam mong para sa'yo talaga yung gusto niyang mangyari.
Yeah.
And then, suddenly may na-receive akong call few days before my birthday. Actually, nung nakuha ko yung email na magpi-pitch ako, na-receive ko rin siya few days before my birthday last year. As ngayon naman, few days 30 ba ngayon? 31 pala.
31.
Okay. Na-receive ko siya mga 2 days before ako mag-birthday. Last month, noong June. And then, nag-meeting kami ni Direk. And then, sabi niya, parang may kukuha na ata. Parang ganon.
Okay.
Hopefully talaga, sana matuloy talaga.
Yes.
Kasi naintindihan ko naman kasi diniscuss niya sa akin na mahirap na mag-produce kasi ng ng film, especially kapag kasi sarado ang mga sinihan, 'di ba? So paano kita yung company? So may mga chances kasi na hindi maka-ROI ang isang film company right now kasi sarado yung mga sinihan. And pag naman online streaming, 'di ba? Hindi pa rin nila most of these companies hindi nila na-ROI kasi imagine for example sa isang household, for example, lima yung members ng family, di ba? Before, pag magsisine kayo, lahat kayong 5 pupunta ng sinehan. But right now, parang kahit isa na lang i-purchase nyo, tapos sabay-sabay kayo manonood. Minsan for worse, minsan napipirata pa. So please, guys, wag kayong mamirata ng mga pelikula. Please, wag.
And oo, totoo yan. Kasi nakapanood ako sa KTX ng isang film. Yeah, very straightforward naman yung instruction. So, 250 lang yun, guys. Manood kayo. Manood kayo sa mga streaming platforms. Okay. So, thank you so much for sharing Moonlock Podcast exclusive. Wow. Exclusive. So, praying and fingers crossed na magtuloy-tuloy siya.
Hopefully. So yun, balitaan ko kayo pag but yun nga, going back, sorry, binalikan ulit. Hopefully, kasi may nag-contact naman na sa kanila na may balak mag-produce. So, kumbaga may inaayos na lang kami right now kasi nasubmit ko naman na yung final script. Nakailang revise din ako doon and diniscuss din sa akin ni Direk yung mga challenges, like sabi niya, 1 day shoot lang to. 1 day shoot and isa lang yung location. Doon sa original story nito, ang daming location. May airport, may kung saan-saan. But the challenge right now is to provide a story na yung location niya is parang sa isang lang mangyayari. So imagine, ang dami ko talagang ni-revise dun sa script. And hopefully talaga, Lord, sana mapanood natin soon.
For sure yan. Okay. Thank you so much. And grabe, kinikilabutan ako, na-excite ako doon. Ganda. Abangan natin yan. So, balik tayo sa what you're currently doing right now, which is as a social media content creator. When you mean social media content creator, this is not just pertaining into vlogging, right? Because what I do, well, ina-identify ko rin yung sarili ko as content creator, social media content creator for our business. But not necessarily na nagva-vlog ako. So, paano ka napunta dito sa gantong linyahan? And can you just talk about some similar moments that you did, maybe a past experience before Kidzania, college, that may have helped you with being a social media content creator?
Okay, sure. Actually, before, nung bata pa ako, mahilig na talaga akong mag-isip ng mga stories, ganyan, for na ipapalabas, ganyan. And nung time na yon, hindi ko alam na parang producer pala yung tawag sa ganun. That time, wala pa akong idea nun kasi elementary pa lang ako. And actually, nag-spark sa akin yung idea na nung time na yung pinsan ko, yung ate ko, nag-take siya ng masscom. Masscom yung course niya. Tapos sinasabi niya sa akin, bata pa lang ako nun, siguro mga around grade 3, ganyan. Sinasabi niya sa akin na ganito yung ginagawa namin, ganyan. And nagustuhan ko siya. Parang sabi ko, parang gusto ko rin gawin yung ganun. And then, nung time na nun, grade 5 ako, gumagawa ako ng magazine. Gumagawa ako ng magazine out of my notebook. Sa notebook ko, so magdo-drawing ako, ganyan. Tapos magsusulat ako ng article, ganun. So, yun. So, parang sabi ko, parang naka-line talaga ako sa production. Yung hilig ko nasa production talaga. And then, what happened was, until nag-college na ganyan, nung high school, dun sa class namin, parang isa ako sa pinakamahilig talaga sa mga production. Actually, mas dun ako nag-excel sa extracurricular activities kesa sa mga academic.
Yeah, same.
Mas dun ako nag-excel talaga. Talagang parang kahit impromptu, parang kaya ko talaga siyang gawin. But, FYI, may stage fright ako. Ako magsalita, ganyan. Kaya mas gusto ko yung parang ako yung nasa likod.
Backstage. Yeah.
Yes. Oo. So yun. So magdi-direct ako ng ng mga play, ganyan, or magsusulat ako ng play namin. Ganun ginagawa ko nung high school. And then nung nag-college na, so nung time na yun, nag-take na ako ng com arts. And parang feeling ko, unlike before na diba, dun sa isang pond, parang maraming fishes, pero unique. Each one of us, lahat kami unique. Diba? For example, pag sinabi mong, sino yung kakanta, alam na namin kung sino sa class namin.
Yeah.
Sino yung sa sports, alam na namin kasi iba't iba kami unique. Where, unlike nung sinabak na ako sa college, na parang lahat kami, gusto namin, pare-pareho kaming com arts yung course. And lahat kami, parang pare-pareho kami ng gusto. Gets mo? Parang, for example, lalo na nung first year, parang ang hirap i-identify kasi parang lahat kami pare-parehas nga ng gusto or ng aim. Pare-parehas din kami ng skills, ganyan, ng talent. So that time, parang nahirapan akong i-identify kung parang saan ako saan ba ako mas mag-excel. Although hindi ako nakikipag-compete sa mga classmates ko. Sinusupport ko pa sila pag may mga laban, ganyan. Pero pag kasi com arts, di ba, parang pare-parehas nga kami ng gusto. Yeah. Pare-parehas din kami ng mga project na gagawin, di ba? Unlike before na nung high school, parang iba siyang subject. Pero dito kasi, somehow, interrelated na lahat. So medyo parang feeling ko, nag-dim yung light ko.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, nag-dim yung light ko. Because there's too many of us na talagang bright din talaga yung mga light ng mga ng mga classmates ko. Sobra as in. And natutuwa ako sa kanila, nilulook up ko sila pag, for example, isa naming friend, magaling sa ganito. And the good thing about us is we support one another even up to this very day. Hanggang ngayon, we support each other sa mga endeavors namin. So going back nung time na yon, parang nag-dim yung light ko because parang hindi ko na rin alam kung ano yung gusto kong i-pursue. Ganun. Basta ang alam ko lang, right after graduation, gusto ko sa ABS-CBN ako mag-work. Yun lang talaga. Para kahit ano, basta sa ABS ko gusto mag-work. Yun. And then, parang ang layo na naman sinasabi.
Okay lang, go. So, your com arts background was your para pinaka-experience with what you're currently doing right now, which is...
Yes, oo.
So, sorry, after graduation ba, after graduating college, Kidzania na agad?
Hindi.
Okay.
Sige. So,
pero sorry, ABS nakapasok ka rin ba agad sa ABS after graduating?
Hindi, grabe. Ang dami ko rin pinagdaanan bago makapag-ABS.
Sorry, last question. So, I understand na yung commerce field kasi medyo broad eh. And I also understand of yung mga classmates na, ano talaga sila, may special talents na somehow na parang we have to find our so lahat parang everyone's doing the production, writing and stuff like that, diba? Tapos parang in yourself kailangan mo humanap sa sarili mong niche out of all of
it.
True. So were you able to go to a production company after college?
Right after that, actually, yung journey ko sobrang lahat naman tayo, 'di ba? At saka for most of you, wag niyo isipin na easy madaling road yung straight
linear,
line.
hindi linear
yes,
growth.
Tama. And ano siya, mas fulfilling talaga pag may zigzag, may mga alam mo 'yon, may mga humps along the way.
Yes.
sobrang fulfilling niya once na na-reach mo yung gusto mong destination. So to answer your question, hindi agad ako nakapag-production. Hindi agad ako nakapag-TV or film prod. Napunta ako sa event production. Sa event production, sobrang layo na niya, 'di ba? And so nung time na 'yon, sa sobrang layo na niya, nakalimutan ko na yung dream ko na gusto ko mag-production, na gusto kong mag-pursue ng film prod. Nalinya na ako sa events, ganyan, sa marketing. Kaya nung nag-KG tayo, events yung tina-target ko. Gusto ko makapag-IVEST doon. Makapag-IVEST doon na nasa KG na tayo. Until ang nangyari is, nagkaroon ako ng realization. Kasi, nag-try ako sa IVEST, but hindi ako nakuha.
The first time?
Yes, oo. Ano na to ha? Nung 2020 na to. 2020 na.
Sorry, so, hindi ba IVEST ang hinahandle nyo?
VS.
VS. Okay, I'm sorry.
Events, ganyan. Sa IVEST kasi, di ba, marketing, mga
sino nga nang doon?
Kami sa VS, execution.
Sino nga nasa IVEST?
Si Mika, si Pao.
Content.
Ang content si Arnie, si Albert, si Aiki. IVEST si ano?
Hindi pala content si Mika.
Oh.
Mali pala yung tanong ko sa kanya. Si Arnie pala. Kasi lagi rin kasi sila magkakasama. So parang...
Oo, hindi kasi parang they work hand in hand talaga.
Oo. Sorry, so sino ang IVEST? Si Mika, si Ali.
Si Ali.
So,
si Pau Uy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shucks. Ano ba yan? Akala ko talaga isang malaking team lang sila na okay. I'm so sorry, Kals. Yeah, sobrang close kasi nila mag-work, di ba? Pag nag-implement ng big kids, so sila lang din yung nasa floor, sila din. Okay. Alright.
So yun. So, anong nangyari? Hindi ako natanggap doon sa application ko. Tapos,
so they were open. 2020, before the pandemic, they opened a position.
Yes, oo, before pandemic. Pero that time, ano kasi yun March.
Taal.
So,
kakatapos lang
January kasi may pandemic na, di ba? Hindi pa lang talaga.
Taal. Di ba matagal din kayo halos close doon dahil pumutok yung Taal. So, walang field trip, nag-cancel yung mga field trip.
Oo, walang field. So, yun. So, dun sa IVEST, hindi ako natanggap. And na-heartbroken ako kasi gustong-gusto ko yun. Di ba lahat naman tayo, when you want something and hindi mo siya natanggap, masakit talaga. Kasi kung hindi ka nasaktan, ibig sabihin, it means nothing to you.
Yeah.
Di ba? So, yun. So, hindi ako natanggap. And then, nag-contemplate ako. Sabi ko, ano bang gusto kong gawin? Nag-spark sa mind ko or sa heart ko yung ano talaga gusto ko. Then, sinabi ko kay Miss Grace, yung HR, sa HR, sabi ko, Miss Grace, alam ko na yung gusto ko. Mag-aaral ako. Sabi niya, talaga, good na marketing. Sabi ko, hindi po, ng film production. Sabi niya, bakit? Marketing yung pinapasok mo. Dapat marketing yung aralin mo. Parang gano'n. Sabi ko, gusto ko na pong i-pursue kasi this time, kung ano yung gusto ko talaga. Yun. Tapos, anong nangyari pa, dinala ako nung manager namin, si Cookie, sa La Union, ganyan. And then, nasa La Union, para kasi, alam niyang, nasaktan ako, ganyan. So, dinala niya ako sa La Union, ganyan. Pati si KD, yun. So, dinala nila ako sa La Union. Nang hindi ko alam. Sinabi lang sila sa akin, magla-La Union tayo, ganyan. Sige, sumama na ako kasi, di ba, alam mo yun, pag gusto mo mag-unwind, ganyan.
Yeah, yes.
Nasa La Union, while nung nasa La Union kami, naka-receive si Cookie ng message from HR na mag-i-immersion daw ako. Tsaka si Angge. Si Angge Garcia. Yun. So, so pagbalik namin ng La Union, yun, nakapag-IVEST kami ni Angge.
Oo, parang naalala ko ata yun.
Yun. Tapos, nangyari, bigla nag-close na, di ba? So, nung time na yun, pati yung in-applyan kong klase ng film class, na-cancel din kasi nga,
sa ABS yun. Sa ABS. Hindi. Sorry. Kasi nag-pandemic nga. Kaya hindi natuloy.
Yes, oo. So, nag-try ako mag-enroll sa Lasal ng film class. Tapos, na-cancel din, ganyan. So, anong nangyari, may nakita akong post no isa naming former colleague sa VS, si Mami Sam. Hello, Mami Sam. Mami Sam Isleta. nakita ko, may nakatag lagi sa kanya at digital creator. Sa lahat ng stories niya, ng IG stories, may digital creators na nakatag. So sinabi ko sa kanya, ano tong digital creators? Ganyan. Sabi niya, ano yan, parang group of content creators, ganyan. So gusto mo ba ipasok kita or i-refer kita, ganyan. So sabi ko, sige, kasi wala naman akong ginagawa, di ba? Kasi nga, that time work from home kami, so medyo may time. So, ayun, pinasok ko, nag-apply ako, and then nakapasok. Doon nag-start yung journey ko sa pagiging content creator.
Okay. So, is that why you came up with ICan Studio pati Taympers because of yung naging experience mo with that specific group?
Actually, for Taympers, somehow yes. Doon sa... Actually, ano nga tawag doon sa amin? Yung kami, si Bian, tsaka isa kong friend, si Janelle, tsaka ako, nag-start kami ng Taympers kasi is the show. Pero, kaya nagkaroon ng Taympers is because nag-Giveawaynia. Ayun,
Yun pala.
So, yes, kasi that time, last year, di ba, ang daming mga giveaways, ang daming sumasali, ganyan. So, sabi namin, why not i-try natin tong giveaway? So nag-try kami, nag-register kami sa DTI and all, inasikaso namin lahat yun. And for me, parang that was my first venture sa business. It was fulfilling, even if hindi kami naka-ROI. Actually, most of startup businesses, di ba? Hindi naman talaga naka-ROI, di ba, sa una. And then, until hindi na uso yung giveaway, so we had to give it up. We had to give up na. Hindi dahil sumuko na kami. It's just that iba na rin yung priorities namin.
Okay.
So, yung Taympers, it's an online show before every Friday. And the reason why we came up with that kind of concept is because ako yung hype creator. Iba't iba kasi namin. Si Bian, siya yung digital temptress. So, siya yung siya yung parang liaison ng giveaway niya sa mga netizens, ganyan. And then yung isa naman namin, si Janelle, siya yung art siren, siya yung bahala sa mga artworks. Pero si Bian, nag-help din siya sa mga artworks. And then ako naman as hype creator, mag-iisip ako ng mga pakulo, ganyan, kung paano tayo makaka-attract pa ng iba pang netizens, ganyan. So, sabi ko, magkaroon tayo ng online show para ito yung natin, unique selling proposition natin. Kasi ang dami ng giveaways, pero ano yung offer natin nakakaiba? So sabi ko, gusto kong magkaroon tayo na show para ma-highlight yung mga business partners natin. So yun yung yun yung pinagmula ng Taympers. And then for ICan Studios naman, ang pinagsimula ng ICan Studios is nawala ang ABS. Yun naman talaga yun. Kasi nga dream company ng ABS. And then nung hindi na rin yung franchise ng ABS, syempre, that time, akala ko hindi na makakabalik. Agad-agad Buti na lang, di ba, nagkaroon ng partnership with
TV5.
Yes, TV5. Right?
TV5.
So, nagkaroon ng E2Z. Tapos nagkaroon pa sila ng online streaming platform, di ba? Kapamilya Channel. And then yun, so natutuwa talaga ako. But that time, akala ko parang, wala na ang dream company ko. So sabi ko, magtatayo na lang ako inspired by ABS-CBN. So ang goal ko talaga that time was mag-produce ng mga films, ganyan, dun sa ICan. Sa ICan ko siya ipapublish. So yun yung background.
And I was blessed to be a guest sa Taympers one time with our business.
In-invite kita sa ICan twice.
Yeah, yung NBA, I was looking at NBA. So, I had to decline that time kasi wala akong idea about what's happening about the draft that year. But yung ICan was more of like interviews then, inspirational people coming in talking about their stories, right?
Yes, oo. But right now, gusto ko siyang i-rebrand. Gusto ko na mag-produce ng mga films.
I think it's still a good idea, parang once a week show. I mean, the concept of your studio is really, really nice. Okay. So, very maganda ng mga experiences mo, like what you said, hindi siya straight line to where you wanted to be, but a lot of experiences and situations that led you to where you are right now.
Yes, so
I
and for
like,
me that's the
yeah,
beauty of sorry.
go.
And for me that's the beauty of life, 'di ba? Na
Mhm.
parang minsan it would surprise you in a not so good in a not so good way, and
Mhm.
minsan din in a very good way. But it is always up to us kung paano natin titingnan yung mga
Yeah.
surprises na to, di ba? If we will only look at it as a gift, and then mas ma-appreciate natin siya. Although I understand na meron naman talaga na mga masasalimuot na mga pangyayari and take time. It's okay to not be okay,
Yeah.
pero don't linger on the situation or don't linger on the emotions, on the feelings for a very long time.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Na parang embrace din natin once in a while yung beauty of being in this
Hardships.
yes, or in this world, ganun.
And I like what you said na when ABS didn't get their franchise back, no, that you made your own opportunity. So if I like that one kasi at the same time I can relate to it kasi ginawa ko tong podcast din at that idea also of if because com-arts din ako tapos hindi rin ako napadpad sa production life sa ABS na rin sa Kidzania na rin yung pinaka malapit na narating ko to production or linya sa college course, but never I always wanted to be on radio like 89.9, right? PNO, Good Times. So yun yung mga inspiration ko
Wow.
going into the podcast. But yeah, if you can't find it, sometimes you have to do it and create it yourself, right?
Yes, totoo 'yan. I agree. Kaya alam mo, gustong-gusto ko yung film na Shrek. Actually yung buong trilogy ba or nakakaapat na. Basta anyway, yung buong Shrek. Ganun. Meron dong isang particular scene na si Princess Fiona, 'di ba? Supposedly isa-save siya ni Shrek dun sa castle, isa-save siya ni Shrek. Pero pagdating ni Shrek dun, wala na dun si Princess Fiona. Hindi ko alam kung anong part 'yon. I mean kung sa part 1, sa part 2. Definitely hindi sa part 1. Pero wala na dun si Princess Fiona dun sa And sabi niya parang sinave niya yung sarili niya kasi hindi naman pwede forever siya mag-iintay ng mag-save sa kanya.
Yeah.
So gumawa siya ng way para makaalis siya dun sa sa castle.
That's right.
And for me that is something very impactful kasi I believe na minsan nag-iintay tayo ng mga opportunities. It's okay to wait, pero if you feel like it's taking too long, maybe we have to do something. Might as well build your own door.
Yeah. True. Correct. For sure. And I think most of the people realize that for the past year and a half with all of what's happening with the pandemic, mas madiskarte na yung mga tao creating opportunities for themselves. Okay.
Correct.
So
ano pala com-arts ka din.
Yeah, oo, commerce din ako. But
Naka-relate ka ba dun sa sinabi ko kanina na pagdating mo sa com-arts, yung pool of students sobrang talented and minsan mafe-feel mo na parang saan kaya ako field na pwedeng mag-excel?
You know what? I didn't realize that coming into college kasi parang medyo lax lang kasi ako noon eh. So whatever the class needs from me, I'll fulfill yun yung mentality ko eh. Kasi alam ko na magagaling lahat. So wherever you want or kung saan lacking, i-fulfill ko yun para mabuo yung team. So I've been like that as a team player. But I know to myself na kaya kong mag-excel given the opportunity. That's why na-feel ko yung frustration na yan sa Kidzania. Kasi in a good way because all of the people there are so talented na parang I don't know kung saan ako papasok kasi na-fulfill lahat ng needs. And sobrang na-feel ko to nung ano ba yung seminar natin
SQC?
Yes, oo. As in may activities sa SQC na parang will really showcase who's the leader. Parang ganun kasi na-feel ko eh. And sobrang na-block ako. I mean, hindi talaga ako nakapalag. So parang sabi ko, grabe. Na-frustrate ako sa sarili ko kasi I don't know where to help. I don't know where I'll insert myself. So ginawa ko talagang wala, nasa background lang ako and I was just observing everyone work. Tapos parang sobrang tahimik ako. Sama ng loob ko kasi parang nawala ako sa sistema. Kasi alam ko
Oo,
sa sarili ko na may ibubuga ako eh. Pero that time parang, oh my gosh, sobrang galing na lahat ng mga tao. But it was a good realization din for me to really look for an opportunity na kung saan ako makakatulong. And then like what you said dun sa, di ba, unfortunately hindi ka natanggap sa IVES, di ba?
Oo.
Dun din, laging nasa shortlist sa TL. And then I got really hurt. Parang, ano ba, is crazy really for me is this. I really wanted to help the company kasi it gave me so much and I really want to help in in more ways than a supervisor. So I applied multiple times. Nakakalayo naman but unfortunately hindi tayo nakosole. So I had to look for another opportunity to take that next role as a leader. So yun, nag-apply ako as supervisor sa ibang company na fortunately natanggap and then that's the first time I handled the team and ayun, so hindi siya usually nabibigay talaga eh, you know, like what you said, zigzag, hindi rin linear yung mga yung growth, 'di ba?
Yes.
And sobrang nag-resonate sa talk natin na if you really can't have it, then might as well do something about it and create that opportunity for yourself.
Yes, correct. Oo.
Yeah, okay.
Alam mo, i-relate ko lang din kanina, nung college, yun nga, sinishare ko, di ba? So, actually, nahanap ko yung yung spot ko kung saan ako mag-excel. And sobrang I actually found joy in helping other classmates. I mean, in supporting them sa pag-cheer sa kanila.
Yeah.
And sinabi ko nga, di ba, na may stage fright kasi ako. So, parang hindi rin ako yung pang-fronta, ganyan. So, yung mga classmates ko na pang-fronta, sasabihin ko, oh, ganito yung gagawin mo, ha? Ganito yung sasabihin mo, ganyan. So yun, so parang nakahanap ako ng joy na mag-support talaga sa nila, sa mga alam mo yon, sa kung saan sila nag-excel. And ayun, sobrang fulfilling din niya kasi actually that is one of my standards in living. Ngayon kasi nakikinig ako ng podcast ni Joyce P. And then diniscuss na doon, ano yung standards mo for living. And then ako, napatanong din ako sa sarili ko. And then I told myself na my standards for living are first is to glorify God. And next is to shed a light on other people. To be a great supporter, to be a cheerleader kasi minsan yung iba may potential, wala lang nagpupush sa kanila or nagsusupport.
Yeah.
So, minsan may mga bagay na sila lang yung makaka-fulfill nun. And all you have to do is be there for them. 'Di ba?
100%.
Oo, totoo. So that they can fulfill their purpose in this world.
Same. When I was with LSDC Street, yung college dance org ko, so everyone was great. I mean, coming in on my last year sa Lasal, like I wasn't able to hone my skills with them for a long time, but being just a 100% supporter and then makita mo lang sila mag-champion or mag-grow, makuha yung mga wins nila was really something that I'm super proud of kasi I know that we were able to push them as yung mga hindi nakako-compete. So yeah, if you can't be the best, at least push them, 'di ba? Push them to excel and I also find joy in the success of others, especially if talagang deserve nila. So, yeah, there. Okay. Good talk, good talk, good talk so far. Okay, next one. So we were able to talk about a little bit of moments in your life or in those moments led to um you pursuing content creation, social media content creation. So I just want to also congratulate you for cracking the top 20 in Hatchery
Thank you.
PH. I looked at their site and may mga may video ko at na ata napanood about your introduction that yung hatchlings, yeah. And then very I think I saw Mr. Lim. I'm sorry, I forgot his first name. Like your industry mentor. Like I really love the concept of everyone. It's like parang standardizing, letting everyone know the responsibilities of being an influencer. Because 'di ba yung iba parang sinasabi nila influencer sila but the values that yung binibigay, alam mo yun, unlike sa
I
TV 'di
agree.
ba,
Oo.
the contents that you produce may
Totoo.
certain standards and may mga certain things na you get trained for para hindi sabihin or it's a no-no for television. And I think kailangan kahit papaano with internet na-filter siya. So I really love the concept of that being taught in Hatchery based dun sa video na naparad ko, no. So talk about your journey joining Hatchery PH. What is it about? Why did you join? And then just a few cool highlights that you can share with everyone with your journey with Hatchery so far.
Sure. Sige, sige. Before ko ikwento, gusto ko lang i-shout out sina Mommy Sam Isleta, si Nico Relis, and si Ral Privas kasi silang tatlo yung nag-open talaga ng mga opportunities para marating ko where I am right now dito sa Hatchery, ganyan. As I mentioned kanina, si Mommy Sam siya yung nag-introduce sa akin talaga sa buong world of content creation through digital creators. And then si Ral Privas naman, he introduced me to Blogapalooza, and si Nico Relli sa Brand Buzz. So these are agencies. Hatchery PH kasi is a brainchild of RGC, Republic Group of Companies, and Blogapalooza. RGC is based in Cebu, and then Blogapalooza naman dito sa Metro Manila. I'm a member of Blogapalooza. Blogafam, yun. And through that, it opened a lot of opportunities for me to work with several brands, ganyan. So, alam mo yon na it's not a walk in the park. Kasi akala natin minsan pag mag-promote ka or mag-create ka ng content, hahawakan mo na yung product, magpipicture ka, ipopost mo.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Nung na-immerse ako sa mundo, sa mundo ng content creation. And to the point na parang inisip ko rin siya, para sa akin ba to? Bakit parang minsan kailangan mo mag-revise, ha? Kasi isasubmit pa yun sa client yung yung mga
yung caption mo.
Yes, including the caption,
Photo.
your photos, lahat yun. Kailangan mo muna siyang ipa-approve sa agency and sa brand. So, sabi ko,
so it's not free reign for the content creator to just post. So they also check it.
Yes, oo.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
go
ganun
on.
siya. So, akala ko nung una, ang dali-dali na ginagawa nila para 'di ba parang isipin mo, ano ba 'yan, nag-post lang, tinan mo ang dali-dali ng ginagawa nila. Pero it's not like that pala talaga. And totoo yung kasabihan na parang hindi mo siya ma-realize until ikaw na yung nandun sa shoe nila. 'Di ba? Parang mag-immerse, kailangan mo talaga mag-immerse sa iba't ibang industries for you to be able to judge kung ano yung perception mo towards that specific thing or factor. So yun. It wasn't a smooth journey. As I mentioned kanina, ang dami ring kailangan mo mag-revise minsan, mag-reshoot. Ang hirap mag-reshoot, grabe. And alam mo, maano mo doon, ang lesson doon is you really have to read the brief or yung brief. Yung brief kasi yun yung binibigay sa amin kung ano yung kailangan, ganyan. So, kung babasta-bastahin mo lang siya, kung hindi mo iintindihin yung brief, magre-revise ka. 'Di ba? So hindi siya ganun kadali. And what I realized is it really takes passion for you to love what you are doing. 'Di ba? Kailangan talaga na mahalin mo yung ginagawa mo. Hindi to parang for the sake na magkaroon ka na ng exposure online. 'Di ba? That's what I love about Vlogapalooza kasi they teach us to elevate our influence. Like what you have mentioned kanina, Ramon, na talaga hindi naman lahat ng content, 'di ba? Quality, may quality. 'Di ba? Aminin natin, 'di ba? And yun yung dun kami minomold ng Vlogapalooza and ng Hatchery PH kung paano kami kung paano namin ma-elevate talaga yung influence namin. And if I'm going to talk about my mga favorite moments as what you have asked kanina. Kanina lang, grabe. With Gigil.
I saw.
Yeah, yung sa Gigil. So, ang Gigil sila yung agency behind yung mga
13, Arsicola.
Arsicola. Favorite ko sa kanila yung Levi's talaga. Yung
hindi ko pa napapanood.
Yun.
What was the one na yung parang pustiso?
Oo.
Anong brand yun?
RC din ata.
RC din ba? I forgot. Basta okay. Cool din yun. Weird. Sobrang weird.
Yun. So favorite, so far, yung favorite ko kanina, kaya umabot kami ng hanggang 6:30 PM. Pero sulit na sulit talaga. And kasama rin, kanina rin si Erwan Yusuf, ganyan. So alam mo yun na parang sila yung mga industry leaders. And ang sarap lang na mag-immerse ka sa nila, sa ideas nila, sa culture nila, kung paano nila gawin. And that's what I really love about Hatchery PH. Na the idea kasi of Hatchery PH is para kami mga itlog, 'di ba? So itlog, napapasok kami sa incubator para eventually maging ganap na ako, I see myself as an eagle. Gusto ko maging eagle, ganyan. So para ma-fulfill yung dream ko na maging eagle yan, pasok tayo sa incubator. And ito talaga, Hatchery PH, including Vlogapalooza, yun. Sobrang talagang they really take time, they make effort para sa aming mga pool of content creators para maging better kami.
So was there like an application? Of course, there's an application, but did you like audition para mapunta ka sa top 20? May mga tasks ba before like being incubated? So, meron bang ganun?
Yes, meron. Not necessarily audition, pero series of questions, as in, ang daming niyang questions like ano yung maiambag mo, ganyan sa mundo, ganun. Mga ganun, mga tipong mga pang Miss Universe yung yung questions. And in-answer ko lang siya, and you just have to answer it as genuine as possible. Kailangan makita nila yung authenticity mo. And to be honest, hindi ko alam na 100 plus applicants yung Kasi parang, syempre, at first, wala ka pang idea kung Same as Kidzania, di ba? Nung pumasok din ako, wala akong idea. Ano ba itong Kidzania? Parang ano itong pinasok ko? Kasi unlike nung di ba? Unlike, for example, papasok ka sa ABS, established na sila Parang alam mo na. Pero yun, nagsisimula pa lang. So, dito rin sa Hatchery, parang wala akong idea. Parang, ano kayo mangyayari dito? So, try it, as I mentioned kanina, subok lang ako ng subok. Go lang ng go. And then, let's see if it will work for me. And, alam mo yun, it's, a matter of, exploring possibilities. Diba? So, yun, in-explore ko yun. And then, until naka-receive ako ng, naka-receive ako ng email. And, that time, kasi, alam mo, to be honest, ang daming doors na nag-close din sa akin. Siguro iba't iniisip lang na parang ang daming opportunities na dumadating. Yes, marami talaga. And I'm very grateful sa mga opportunities na natatanggap ko. But kung i-compare mo siya sa mga in-applyan ko, everyday mag-a-apply ako sa mga 10 companies. Walang tatawag, makaka-receive pa ako ng At that time, sa extracurricular lang naman, nag-apply ako, nag-submit ako sa script lab. Yung script lab, parang may idea ka, may concept, and then i-develop. Tapos may mentor ka. Yung mga mentor doon, sina Direct Tonet Hadaune, sina Direct Dan Villegas. So gusto ko talaga makapasok doon, di ba? Kasi yun yung gusto ko. Unfortunately, hindi ako nakapasok. Hindi ako nakapasok. Nung natanggap ko yung news na yun, syempre malungkot ako. But after that, naka-receive ako ng email sa Hatchery. Sabi, actually pagdating mo, pag nabasa mo yung email, hindi agad siya yung meron pang pa-suspense na i-open mo yung letter para malaman mo yung result, ganyan. So, in-open ko yung letter. And then, ang haba. Since sanay na ako ma-reject, hinanap ko agad yung
Thank you
phrase
for
na,
applying.
thank you for, or we regret to inform you. Hinanap ko talaga siya. Habang hinahanap ko yung phrase, ang nakita ko, congratulations. So sobrang, thank you Lord. Yan, nakapasok tayo. And then, nalaman ko lang na yung kung gaano kabigat tong hatchery nung press con. During the press con, sinabi nila na ganito yung pinagdaanan and na-realize ko, ang hirap pala talaga ng pinagdaanan namin before we get into this kind of program. And hindi lahat nabigyan ng chance. So sabi ko, bakit ko sasayangin? Kasi kung tutuusin, it's an online program pwede akong hindi umattend, di ba? Kasi online lang naman siya. Pero gusto ko siyang bigyan ng importance kasi yung opportunity na binigay is hindi binigay sa lahat.
Yeah.
Gets mo? And ayokong sayangin yun. Kasi kung sasayangin ko lang, sana yung slot ko binigay na lang sa iba. So sana wag nating sayangin yung mga opportunities na dumadating sa atin. Kasi minsan, may mga taong gusto rin yung opportunity na yun, pero sa'yo napunta. So imagine kung gaano kabigat din yun dun sa mga tao na gustong-gusto din nila na sana nakuha din nila yung opportunity.
Yeah.
And deserve mo yon kung ano yung mga nakukuha pong opportunities. Don't doubt yourself kasi minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng self-doubt if deserve ko ba talaga to, diba, ganyan. And yon, I'm really grateful na napunta ako sa Hatchery. Actually, most of my time dito ko dine-devote kasi every week meron kami mga challenges. May mga weekly challenge kami na ginagawa. So, I'm very happy talaga and grateful na napasama ako dito sa pool of top 20.
So, parang nakita ko you're still on level 3. Level 3. That
Yes, correct,
means
correct.
third was that a third meeting with mentors or
Yes, correct.
So how many levels are you supposed to finish?
7.
Sorry?
7.
7? Oh, dami pa.
Yes, oo. In fairness, Ramon, natutuwa ako na appeared sa Hatchery. Alam mo, bagay ka sa Hatchery. Next season. Season talaga. Aabangan kita sa Hatchery.
Ay, nako. Sige, tingnan natin 'yan. Open naman tayo sa mga ganyang bagay, no. So after the 100, it's just straight up down to 20.
Yes, oo, 20.
Oh my gosh, ang dami nga nun.
Tapos meron din sila mga hatchling reveal, acquaintance party. And then doon ko actually may kakilala na ako doon na kasama ko sa GMA before. Nag-GMA pala ako. Doon ako nag-internship.
Okay.
Doon ako nag-OJT. So nagkita kami doon. Tapos it's really good to meet new faces.
Yeah.
And alam mo na magiging kaibigan mo rin sila online. And natutuwa ako na yung yung team namin, sobrang supportive talaga. May group chat kami na we would support one another. For example, merong gig si ganito, ganyan, sige, support natin, ganyan. And hopefully makita ko sila face to face.
Oh, I think it will be really cool na mangyari to on a face to face setup, no? Just meeting everyone and just I saw yung host nyo si Mikey Bustos. It's not really just another influencer program there. Ito talaga pinag-isipan, the program was well written. That's what I feel with what's happening with you. Was Erwan, Giggle, as I heard Giggle develop its own program just for Hatchery. Din pinanood ko talaga yung
Yes, grabe.
di ba? So big time.
Talaga niya. Sobrang intricate talaga nung niya, may syllabus pa.
Yeah.
So, grabe, excited lang din talaga ako. Not only for our batch, but for the succeeding batches.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any big challenges or memorable challenges that you think what was something na talagang tinrabaho mo, and how were you overcome those challenges? Not just with Hatchery, but maybe all throughout your corporate life journey that really helped you, that really pushed you to where you are right now.
Okay, sige. Well, first, most of the time, ang kalaban ko talaga is self-doubt.
Mhm.
I tend to doubt myself kasi para iniisip ko if I am enough. And minsan, iniisip ko rin most of the time, I am not qualified. Even sa mga may mga nag-i-invite sa akin na mag-speak, mag-talk, ganyan. But dinidecline ko siya kasi para sabi ko hindi ako qualified, ganyan and all. And meron dong isang may dean kami from Lyceum sa siya, CIPHM, si Dean Abram. Ayun. So that time kasi in-invite ako ng college sila, CIPHM. And then I had to decline kasi sabi ko parang hindi naman ako qualified, ganyan. And then after a few months, yung dean na yung kumontak sa akin. Sabi niya para wag kang tatanggi, ganyan. Sinabi ko na feeling ko kasi hindi ko po kaya, hindi ako qualified, ganyan. And then sabi niya sa akin, as long as you have the experience, you are qualified to talk about your experience. You are qualified to share your experience with other people.
Mhm.
And then nag-spark talaga siya ng encouragement sa akin na parang oo nga parang para saan pa yung mga binigay sa akin ni Lord na experiences, mga ups and downs, mga trials and victories kung hindi ko siya gagamitin fuel to inspire or to motivate other people. Kasi yun naman talaga yung na-realize ko na purpose ko. Gusto ko talaga motivate ng ibang tao. Gusto ko makapag-inspire not just through me but through other people. Pwede ko silang ipakilala kay ganito para somehow 'di ba magkaroon sila ng boost, ng motivation, ganyan ng push. And nung sinabi niya 'yon, tinanggap ko na yung speaking engagement. And simula noon, para nagsunod-sunod siya. Tapos ito sa Moonlock Podcast, sobrang thankful ako. Actually sa Monday may may speaking engagement ako sa
Iyon. Sunod-sunod
ito
ang gig. Congrats.
face to face siya. So, and alam mo ba, ang nakakatawa dun sa Hatchery, pinublish kasi nila 'yon sa mga publications. Iba't iba, when in Manila, marami yun eh. And then binasa ko yung article, parang meron doon introduction na parang ang introduction sa akin is motivational speaker. So para sabi ko, hindi ako motivational speaker. Well, not yet. Hopefully soon, sana. Kasi gusto ko talaga makapag-motivate din talaga ng ibang tao. Pero feeling ko kasi hindi, like sinabi ni Alec Cuenca nung nung seminar na parang nung una, hindi siya ganun ka-polished magsalita, di ba?
Yeah.
And ganun yung nakikita ko sa sarili ko. I doubt myself kasi may tendency ako na hindi ko ma-translate yung thoughts ko or hindi ko ma-articulate ng maayos. Minsan, mali-mali yung terms na nagagamit ko na ang nangyayari, na ang result niya is iba yung na-translate na meaning. Yes,
Yeah.
di ba? So kaya gusto ko siyang pag-aralan talaga yung public speaking. And then sinabi ko noon, siguro mag-speak lang ako pag nakapag-aral ako ng public speaking, ganyan. Pero like yung sinabi nga natin kanina na parang why wait if there's an opportunity, di ba? Kasi eventually, pag ginawa mo naman siya ng ginawa, mapapractice mo rin siya, di ba? So yun yung first, self-doubt talaga yung naging challenge sa akin. Kasi I used to have a grasshopper mentality. And yung grasshopper mentality, parang ang liit-liit ng tingin mo sa sarili mo. I'm not sure na experience mo siya or maybe some of you sa mga listeners natin na experience yung ganong klaseng mentality. But sabi dun sa book na binabasa ko ni John Maxwell, sabi, instead of having a grasshopper mentality, you need to have a David kind of mentality na dinefeat niya yung giant, si Goliath, di ba? And isipin mo, compared kay Goliath, ang liit-liit ni David. But even a small guy, he was able to defeat a giant. Diba? So let's have that kind of mentality na yung giant hindi lang siya particularly tumutukoy sa tao. These are challenges, these are hurdles, these are the problems that we have right now. And as long as you have faith in God, kaya siya na-defeat si Goliath. Kahit na, di ba, parang slingshot lang yung ginamit niya, is because naniwala siya, may faith siya. So yun. So right now, even up to this very day naman, from time to time, nagkakaroon pa ng self-doubt, ganyan. But tinatry ko siyang ma-ease by having that kind of mentality. And then, yun naman mga ibang challenges sa pag-create ng content before, walang nagpi-picture sa akin. Ang hira. So, pero na-appreciate ko yung mami ko kasi sobrang siya yung kahit alam kong pagod na siya mag-picture, wala pa rin kami nakukuha ang shots. Alam mo, kahit 50 shots na yung nasa camera, wala pa rin maayos. Parang ganun. Pero sobrang support pa rin siya sa akin. Tapos minsan maghahawak siya ng ilaw. Siya yung naghahawak ng ilaw, tapos siya pa rin mag-picture, ganyan. So, yun yung mga challenges na pinagdaanan ko. Minsan, kapag wala akong kasama, talagang
Timer.
timer na lang. Timer na lang, ganyan. Kaya parang, nung pumasok yung 2021, sabi ko, kung seseryosohin ko ang content creation, kailangan ko mag-invest. Kailangan ko talaga mag-invest. And may mga plans ako right now. May mga plans na ako na gusto ko talaga i-elevate yung not only the influence, but also the quality of my works.
Yeah.
Diba? So, kailangan ko siyang i-streamline. Ganyan. And then, aside from that, ano pa ba? Sa filmmaking, nagkaroon ako ng struggle kasi hindi ko alam yung kalakaran. As a freelance. Wala naman akong contract, diba? So, hindi ko alam na, for example, kinuha yung story mo, hindi ko alam kung magkano ang rate nun.
Yeah.
Diba? So, you really have to know the background of the field that you are entering. Para hindi ka nangangapa. Ang hirap nun, di ba, na parang wala kang kamuwang-muwang, wala kang kaalam-alam. But I am very grateful na may mga nag-guide sa akin, like sina Director Net, Hadaone, ayan. So sobrang thankful ako dun sa guidance na binibigay niya sa amin.
Gusto ko lang balikan, one of your challenges was your self-doubt, right? And definitely a lot of people will be able to relate because, yeah, like what you said, most of people, especially also me, wouldn't really put out themselves, especially if they feel na hindi qualified, diba? Baka kasi, like my fear is, baka mali yung masabi ko. Tapos, alam ko na baka mas magagaling pa yung mga nakikinig sa akin. Like, recently lang din, a friend of mine wanted me to talk to senior high school ata or first year college to teach video editing. And ako lang naman, cut, paste, slice, lagay ng music, edit ng audio. And I really feel like na baka mas magagaling pa to sa akin mag-transition, ganun. But kasi hindi na ako napunta sa ganun linya. So I had to decline. But for the opportunities that alam ko may masasabi naman akong may sense.
Yes, true.
Accept yun. So I feel like for some you really have to choose also your battles yon. You have to also choose your battles. Yes. And it's not naman na you're declining it because you feel like hindi mo siya kayanin, but alam mo yon, hindi naman lagi dapat sabak.
Yes,
makes sense.
Actually,
makes sense.
Yes, gets. Actually, yan din yung isa sa mga lessons na nakuha this week. Kasi kausap ko yung mentor namin sa school. Schoolmate namin siya sa Lyceum, and right now producer siya sa GMA. And then nag-catch up via call kasi may mga tinatanong ako, ganyan. And then, napadpad na rin kami sa mga pinagkakaabalahan, ganyan. And then, na-mention ko, sabi niya sa akin, mag-talk ka sa department. Sabi ko, okay lang naman po sa akin. Kaya lang, hindi porket nakapag-submit ako ng script, alam ko na, diba? Yeah. Gets mo? Parang,
yeah.
Kailangan ko
build ka pa ng credibility eh.
Oo, tama. So, yun, sinabi rin niya yun sa akin na, yeah, that's good. Tama yan na ganyan yung attitude mo na parang hindi agad sabak, like yung sinabi mo kanina. Kasi minsan, kailangan mo talaga mag-build pa ng experiences, ganyan. And kailangan pa mag-build ng mga knowledge. Kasi anong isi-share mo, di ba? Anong isi-share mo kung very minimal lang yung tama yung sinabi mo kanina, baka mamaya mga tuturuan mo, mas magaling pa sa'yo. Diba? So, kailangan mo talagang i-immerse yung sarili mo, and then pag confident ka na parang, yes, meron akong experience, edi go. It's time na mag-give back sa community.
I think at that point, hindi na rin siya more on self-doubt eh. Hindi ko naman na dinadoubt yung sarili ko na hindi ko kaya mag-talk, but more of, wala din ako masyadong ma-share, di ba? So para hindi rin mapahiya yung nag-invite, hindi at the same time hindi kayo mapahiya sa mga kakausapin.
Yes,
so,
that's true.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Okay, really, really having fun with our talk.
Talaga ba?
Oo, dami kong realizations and I didn't realize that we will be able to connect this much, no? Because at Kidzania parang we weren't really part of a small team. Syempre isang
Mm.
operations tayo before and then
Ah,
napunta ka sa VS. But we really weren't really able to have that opportunity to work hand in hand. So I'm
mm.
really really grateful for this time. Um as a content creator, what usually makes you um get to understand. What I mean is, are you a reader? Are you a podcast guy? Do you watch a lot of videos on YouTube and other sources? Kasi syempre as a content creator, you have to know what's trending. You need to know the who's and the hows and what's really happening within the content creator scene. So meron ka bang mga preferences na gandun?
Yes, oo. Yes, meron. And alam mo kanina sa discussion namin kanina, kailangan alam mo rin yung landscape ng audience mo.
Yeah.
So, aside from acquiring ideas dun sa mga podcast, sa mga books, or sa mga movies na ini-immerse mo yung sarili mo, you also have to know the background of your audience kasi sa kanila ka magpo-pour, 'di ba? Sa kanila ka magbibigay ng something. So, for you to be able to execute that really well, then you need to know kung anong kailangan nila.
Mhm.
Ano yung gusto nila, 'di ba, nung audience mo. And aside from that, so before mo alamin yung yung audience mo, you have to know yourself first. Kailangan sure ka sa intention mo, alam mo yung goal mo, alam mo yung purpose mo, and alam mo yung passion mo. 'Di ba? You really have to know yourself first. Kailangan 100% sure ka sa sarili mo. Yung kasi from that doon magfo-flow yung yung pagiging genuine, yung pagiging authentic mo as a content creator. And then once you know yourself, edi doon mo na siya titingnan kung ano yung niche mo, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Kung ano yung gusto mong gawin kasi hindi ka naman for everyone, 'di ba? And marami kasing types of content diyan or types of contents and mga different niche, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Niches. So hindi mo naman pwedeng lahat din, 'di ba? Ano yung
Mhm.
pati sports, lifestyle, 'di ba? Mga makeup, mukbang, 'di ba? Parang you're not for everyone's consumption,
Mhm.
'di ba? So ang maganda diyan is targetin mo kung ano yung what you really are passionate about. And then i-target mo yung mga tao kung na attracted dun sa niche na gusto mong i-share sa mundo. 'Di ba? And then eventually makaka-create ka ng community. Yun yung
Mhm.
tinuturo sa amin
Yeah.
sa Hatchery. And so to answer your question, sorry ang haba ng
Okay lang.
intro. So right now, ang sabi ko, yung self ko is focused talaga sa gusto kong magbigay ng motivation and at the same time magamit yung passion ko sa pagta-travel and pag-explore pa. So gusto ko siyang pagsama-samahin. And so ang mga ini-immerse ko yung sarili ko sa vlogs ni Tony Talks,
Okay.
Tony
Tony
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Aha.
Oo, kay Rica Peralejo recently,
Mhm.
Erwan Yusaf.
For food. May
Yes,
may
oo.
oh, yeah, for mostly food kay Erwan, 'di ba?
Yes,
Okay.
oo. And well, before, kasi gusto ko ma-entertain sina yung mga vlog ni na Alex, 'di ba? Pero right now talaga, kung may gusto akong i-create na niche, gusto ko talaga yung ginagawa nila. Ni Rica, ni Tony, ni
Mm.
Erwan. Ayun, sila kasi for me yung and a bit of mix where you at. Yun kasi yung gusto kong peg sa pagre-rebrand ko. Actually, magre-rebrand ako ng ngayon ng vlog,
Oo.
ng contents ko, ng channel pala. So yun, so sa kanila ko ini-immerse yung yung ideas ko. And for podcast naman, Moonlock Podcast, Naps.
Thank you.
And of course, yung mga shinare natin sa session with ni Alec, Adulting with Toy Spring, and Small Talk din yung kay
Yung
Alec.
kay Alex.
And
Oo.
Joel Austin, Joel Austin
Yeah.
podcast. And then right now, ini-immerse ko rin yung sarili ko sa Korean Korean series. Sa mga
Okay.
K-drama.
Yeah.
K-drama. Yun.
What I like about K-drama is there are some series that's super light. It's not really complicated, and I feel
Yes.
like some of
Oo.
those yung mga ganong series, yung chill lang is something that really works for them na hindi kailangan sobrang hirap intindihin. So kaya sila nag-hit,
Diba?
right? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so more of vlogging. You watch a lot of your influences through vlogging and of course podcast.
Yes.
All right. And I believe a little bit of reading, right? Because si John C. Maxwell is an author.
Yes, oo, yun. So,
Or for your motivational inspiration, correct?
yes, correct. So yun, binabasa ko yun. And ang plan ko rin kasi this year is makatapos ulit ng isa pang book. Unfortunately, hindi tayo makalabas. Gusto ko kasi pumunta sa fully booked sa BGC kasi gusto kong bumili ng libro. Hindi nga makalabas. So, yun. May pa naman, may remaining 6 months na lang ba ang 2021?
6, 5. Sorry, 6, 5.
So August na.
Mag-August na. Oh, grabe, bilis, no? Yeah, thank you for those answers. We're almost done for this episode. So next question for you will be sobrang formal. What can you for someone who's contemplating on being a content creator, not just with vlogging, but through social media in general, what do you think can you advise for aspiring creators na hindi mo alam when you were starting? So may mga lessons ka ba na na-realize all throughout your journey na parang, ay shucks, kung alam ko lang to before, edi sana nagawa ko na siya, mga ganun.
Actually, yes. Oo, meron. May mga learnings, ganyan. Pero what I want to tell our listeners right now is yung world of content creation, sinasabi sa amin sa Vlogapalooza na this is the future. And you just have to believe that na, imagine, di ba, unti-unti, di ba, na nag-elevate na talaga yung yung industry ng content creation. Yeah. And yun yung na-force nila. Actually, si Miss Ace Gapuz, siya yung CEO ng Vlogapalooza. May syllabus ang Lasal ngayon na ang tinuturo na ang subject is influencerpreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Yun.
Okay.
So, if
cool.
this is the future, sorry?
Cool yun.
Yeah, oo. So, if you think na this is the future and meron kang hunch na parang gusto ko siyang itry, huwag ka na mag-hesitate. Okay? Of course, syempre, pag-isipan mo muna. But if you really like to enter this world, the world of content creation, start now. Mm-hmm. Start now. Magsimula ka na. And there are people naman who will guide you. Ako, kung gusto nyo, i-guide ko kayo, i-refer ko kayo sa mga agencies, ganyan, sa Vlogapalooza. And what I want you to know is yung world of content creation is something na you can make a living out of it. 'Di ba? Pwede mo siyang trabahuhin or pwede mo rin naman siyang gawing passion, 'di ba? Parang hobby. Now, if you think na parang hindi ka pa 100% decided kung gusto mo na, parang naano ka lang, na-entice ka lang na parang gusto ko siyang i-try, parang gusto kong mag-vlog, parang gusto kong maging content creator, or as what they call influencer. Actually, mas tinatawag ko yung sarili ko na content creator kasi parang may stereotype ako na kailangan pag influencer, kailangan ganito, ganyan. Parang piling ko hindi pa ako ganun. So content creator yung tawag ko sa sarili ko. But if you want to become an influencer, yeah, so ayun, I think it is enough na meron kang ang tawag doon na meron na may nag-spark sa'yo na gawin
Okay,
to,
so
kahit
yeah.
hindi ka pa 100% decided. The fact na parang naiisip mo na parang gusto kong pasukin to, that is enough for you to try.
Yeah.
And explore. And then eventually, along the way, pag na-realize mo na parang this is something I really want to pursue, and then madali mo na siya mapapursue kasi napasok mo na siya, na-penetrate mo na yung world of content creation, di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, kanina nga sabi nga ni Erwan na parang it's okay if sa una, passion mo pa lang. Kasi eventually, saka mo naman ma-discover if you really want to make it a trabaho.
Yeah.
Or make it a livelihood. Parang ganun. Kung gusto mo siyang pagkakitaan or passion lang. Diba? And what I also wanna tell you is yung sustainability and yung longevity, it depends sa deeper why.
Yeah.
Sa purpose mo. 'Di ba? Kasi okay lang na parang sa ngayon parang gusto ko lang. Alam mo 'yon yung term na wala lang, parang gusto ko lang siyang i-try ganyan. That's fine. Pero if you are aiming for sustainability and longevity, you have to think of your deeper why. Bakit mo siya gustong gawin? Ano ba yung aim mo? Ano yung purpose mo? Ano yung objectives mo, 'di ba? If ang gusto mo lang is gusto ko lang magkaroon ng social media exposure. Gusto ko lang makita ng mga tao or gusto kong dumami yung followers ko. For me I think kulang pa yung yung reason mo. You need to find deeper purpose kung bakit mo 'to gagawin. And ako personally, yung deeper purpose ko talaga is to shed a light on other people, to support them, to motivate them. And also, gusto ko rin talaga maka-help din sa mga startup business. Yon sa mga businesses ng friends ko, ganyan. And I am also looking forward din to collaborating with artistic people. Alam mo yon kasi sobrang appreciative talaga ako sa any form of art. So, ayun lang. And then sa naman, yun yung message na gusto kong i-share sa mga nag-iisip kung papasukin ko ba tong world of content creation or not. And then, ako naman personal experience ko based on my experiences, sana pala nag-invest ako nung time na may pera ako. Nung time na may pera ako, sana nag-invest ako. Yes, gamit. Ganyan. Kasi parang feeling, ako talaga, honestly, hirap ako mag-budget ng pera ko. Like, wala. Pag nakuha ko ng sweldo ko.
Yeah,
yes.
understood.
Ganyan. And nung time na nawalan na ako ng income, saka ako na-realize na sana nag-invest ako para I can make a living out of it.
With my case, with the podcast, before I wanted to talk to dancers and let them my podcast to be a platform for where they can share their experiences and why dance helped them to where they are right now. But so for the first season, parang dun ako nag-focus, and then eventually naging mga artist na siya kasi I wanted to feature also my friends, and that's why I took a break kasi parang I had to reevaluate if I really wanted to do podcasting. Kasi so bumalik ako sa why ko. Why am I doing it? And yun, so I took a break, and then I made sure when I return, which I realized after 2 months, na I just have to be consistent, which I got from my friend Franz ng Tara Let's Unpack na podcast. So he keeps on uploading content every week, and then it made me realize na hindi kagana yung once a month lang na pagre-release. So I also have to be consistent, and having that why on why you are doing what you're doing will always be something that will help you sustain. And if you're creating content or you're doing your own podcast. So if you're confused or if you're hesitant to start and don't know where to start, you just have to talk about something lang din na you're passionate about it. And then like what happened to me, I had to pause, and then there's nothing bad about pausing and stopping for a while kung kailangan mo siya para to reevaluate. So,
Yes,
go for it,
correct.
everyone.
Yes. Actually, that is something I would like to add. Consistency din.
Yeah.
Kasi before I remember, natigil yung sa ICan.
Mhm.
Natigil yung ICan. And na-appreciate ko yung mga naghahanap. Yung parang, kailan
Yeah.
yung next episode or get. And nanghihinayang ako kasi naka-create na ako ng ng
Parang may following ka na.
sorry.
Parang may following ka na, may
Oo,
nag-aabang
yes,
sa'yo.
oo, yun na. And that time, nagkaroon ako ng excuse. Ang excuse ko that time is kailangan ko mag-focus doon sa sinusulat kong script.
Yeah.
And na-realize ko na parang I kept on making excuses lang. Minsan tinatamad ka lang, di ba? Aminin natin, minsan tinatamad lang tayo, ganyan. And you have to think if worth it ba itong pag-procrastinate ko or itong yun.
Very, very true. Okay, so I hope ICan will make a comeback. Where can they find you?
Yeah, please follow me on Instagram. My username is @Donjo. And that's also my username sa TikTok, sa Twitter, and on YouTube and Facebook naman. Just look for or search for Donjo Donato Vlogs. Ayun, and I hope to see you there or I hope to get to know you. And if gusto nyong pasukin ang world of content creation, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll help you.
Yes, definitely. So I'll put also Donjo's accounts on the description, so make sure to follow him. Yeah, we will also have a separate Q&A. So thank you so much, everyone, sa nag-send ng questions sa Instagram and sa Facebook. So we'll record on that. So it will be a separate episode and it will be available on Spotify and YouTube. So after this one, make sure to go to the links also on the description. And that should be it. Thank you so much, Donjo.
Thank you din, Ramon.
Thank
Grabe.
you.
Nag-enjoy ako.
Ako din, definitely. A lot of tidbits and snippets na pwedeng matutunan ng ating mga listeners in the world of content creation. There. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the podcast. I hope everyone is well. I also want to ask to please follow the podcast on Spotify, the Moonlock Podcast, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's my name, Ramon Nagbisit. Connect with us with Donjo, leave a comment, share with us your thoughts, connect with us on Instagram. Especially this will help the podcast improve, right? And as always, please wear your mask and keep safe, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.